online hypnotist. I hope that you are all doing great. I know that I am. I'm having a great week, having a great day. We had a group hypnosis last night with one of my groups that was just absolutely phenomenal, absolutely fantastic and wonderful. So just it's amazing. I have had just nothing but great success this week. I want to celebrate the success of the people that I've gotten to work with, because with hypnosis, before I get into the topic here, with hypnosis, I'm not really doing the work. With hypnosis, they're really doing the work. I'm providing the context for that work to happen. I'm providing them the opportunity for that work to happen. But at the end of the day, when you work with a hypnotist, you are accessing your own internal resources. You're accessing your own capabilities. You're accessing your own vast treasury of experiences that you've never really processed, because your conscious mind can only process maybe 1% of all of the things that your unconscious mind's actually taking in at any 1 second. Less than 1%. What percentage is 2,000 of 20 million? I mean, that's about the percentage that it is. So whatever that number is, it's very, very tiny. And less than 0.01%, I think, is what that is. So you're just, when you go into hypnosis, you are accessing the treasure trove. And I want you to think of yourself kind of like how Amazon.com works. You see one product at a time, that's your conscious mind. But Amazon warehouses have hundreds of thousands of products in them right now. And what you do is you access those hundreds of thousands of products with your one web page at a time on the app or on the web page. And then you can access literally anything in the warehouse. And you could do the same thing with hypnosis. It's already there. It's already there. And just like Amazon is very rapid delivery. It's not instantaneous. You don't push the button and the thing appears right in front of you. But within 2 to 3 days, whatever you ordered off of Amazon is at your door. I have my earphones in here. Whatever you order on Amazon is at your door. And hypnosis works the same way. It is not one of these things where you come out of it and you're instantly changed. Now, that does happen for some people. But when you go into hypnosis, 2 to 3, 4 days later, you start to realize the change. You start to recognize that the changes happen. So I want to celebrate. I had a great, I can hypnotize. I do sometimes do hypnosis on my lives. I generally haven't been doing that lately. But we can do just a very short thing just to kind of center us, if you'd like, to get you into that mode, just to see what it's like. I'm going to follow you here, Johnny. And so we can do that, and then we can talk about the topic at hand, which is, why do I feel like something bad's going to happen after something good happens? So we'll do a couple breathing exercises. Always breathe in through your nose, always breathe out through your mouth. Pick a spot to look at. You can look at the screen that I'm on. You can look at the reflection of the TV behind me. You can look at anything you want across the room. You don't have to look at the screen at all. Always breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right? So we're just going to do something called the 10-second hypnotist. It's Igor Lidikowski, who's a great hypnotist, taught me this. And you're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to hold, close your eyes, and breathe out through your mouth, always focusing on that spot when your eyes are open. And then I'm going to have you open your eyes. I'm going to tell you to close your eyes and go into hypnosis. You're going to close your eyes and go into hypnosis. Don't do this if you're driving. Shouldn't be watching this anyway if you're driving. You're going to close your eyes, and whatever hypnosis means for you, you're going to do that. And I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. We're just going to pause for a second, let you feel what that's like to go into a light trance. I'll make one suggestion and bring you right back out, all right? So let's do that, and then we'll get back to the topic at hand. All right, picking that spot on the wall, picking that spot across from you, picking that spot on the screen here, whatever you like. Just take a nice, slow, deep breath with your eyes open through your nose. Hold, close your eyes, and breathe out through your mouth. Feel that tension leaving you now. Open your eyes and breathe in. Close your eyes and breathe out. One more time. Open your eyes, stare at that spot, and breathe in. Close your eyes and breathe out all at once. 3, 2, 1. That's right. Just breathe normally and feel the changes now. is the time for you to simply have that realization and that presence, to find that connection and congruence with your physical body, your mind, your soul, that everything can come into alignment and peace. Together, all of the parts of your conscious and unconscious mind, your body and your mind, that they may collaborate and work together. They can create a whole new experience. Everything that is changing within you right now is the time for you to simply take a break in a moment and enjoy that relaxation and that comfort that comes from shutting out the world for just a moment. You can choose to go into this place yourself, into a wonderful state of being here now. We get to open your eyes and just find that spot again, breathing normally, listening to my voice. In a moment, I'm going to tell you to close your eyes and go into hypnosis. You're just going to do that, whatever that means for you. Hypnosis is different for everybody. All right, close your eyes and go into hypnosis now. That's right. Go all the way there, however it's feeling. Maybe it's heavy or tingly or light or out of body, in body. Maybe different thoughts come to your mind. Just allow yourself to go there now. Deeper and deeper, more and more. The deeper you go, the better you feel. In a moment, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. You can let yourself go down one level for each number I count as I count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. Just feel yourself going inside, reflecting, being still. Notice whatever thoughts come to your mind, or just let your mind be blank now. That blank can be very soothing and comforting because your mind no longer has anything on which to hold this feeling right now, so that you can just have a good rest of your day. When you come out of this mini trance, you're going to feel energized and rejuvenated, focused for the rest of the day, and you'll sleep well tonight. I'll count from 1 to 5. You can open your eyes on 4 and come all the way back on 5 as I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way back now. All the way back. There you go. A little tiny hypnosis for you if you were here for that. Well, that's great, Angela. That's great. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly always love going to hypnosis. I could do more of it myself. I go every day into hypnosis. So it's really a great, Allison, I'm going to follow you. Follow you back. So why do you feel something bad will happen after something good happens? I'm taking my prompt off of an incident analysis by David Lieberman. It's getting old now. It's 1997, but it's still got a lot of pertinent, great information into it. Hi, Deb. How you doing? Oh, good. I'm glad you relaxed, Lois. That's great. Lois Ann. That's really nice. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? It's really good. Deb, how did your court thing go? Did it already come and go? Or are you still looking at that? So while you're answering, I'm going to read this because I only have 15 more minutes. After finding a great parking spot, I think, just wait. I bet someone bangs into me here. I'm not able to accept either unexpected or expected good fortune without a nagging feeling that it's going to even out in the end. I fear that I'm going to pay the price later. I'm never able to enjoy completely good fortune because I am always wondering when the other shoe will drop. Is that you? When good fortune comes your way, or maybe you know somebody like this. Maybe you know somebody that, if it went well, no decision. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Good. And perhaps one of the things that happens to people is that, and I know people like this, you could write them $1 million check and they would complain about the ink. or they would say it's going to bounce or something like that. You know, so and we all get into this kind of position. We all get into this kind of place where, you know, things are going too well. It's like a Martin Scorsese film. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Martin Scorsese films like Goodfellas, but they all kind of have the same arc where things get really good in the middle, like really super good. Like there's this kind of growth, and they all kind of have this bent. And then about 3/4 of the way through, everything starts just going south, just terribly. And all the things that they worked for, this is kind of just how he tells stories, end up getting ruined by the end of the film. That's a generalization. They're not all like that, but a lot of them are like that. And so I think that there's a lot of people, I think Scorsese is probably one of these guys that probably everything that's going well for him, he always expects the bad things to happen at the end. And I know people like that. You probably do too. I can think of somebody right now who, you know, no matter what good things happen, there's always something like waiting for the shoe to drop, you know, over the top of them, or something bad to happen because they just can't have it good. Why do you think this is? Is this you? If it's you, put yes in the comments. If this is you, if you feel like whenever something good happens that you need to expect the bad immediately after, or if you know somebody like this, you can type in, I know somebody. I know people like this, of course, that no matter how good things are, there's always something bad looming around the corner. So maybe you're that person, or maybe that's somebody you know. So let's continue to see what Lieberman says about this entire thing. He says, feeling that good fortune always has a catch is a fairly common belief, fostered in part by the fact that many things in life really do have a catch. A friend will do a favor, but only if. I am guaranteed to win if. Ever since we were little, we've heard various droplets of wisdom. You get nothing for nothing. You get what you pay for. There are no free lunches. While this thinking is not without its practicality, if you absolutely cannot accept any good fortune whatsoever, then your thinking is not so uncommon. Maybe this is you. Whether or not you are comfortable receiving good fortune depends on a simple criterion. If you feel you deserve good fortune, then you are comfortable receiving it. And yes, some people just don't feel deserving of a good parking spot. When unexpected fortune comes your way, there is an anxiety brought on by this feeling of unworth. Does this resonate with anybody? I don't have this problem. I love fortune. I have good fortune all the time, frankly. My bad luck is very limited, and even when it's bad, actually, typically my luck is pretty good. The bad stuff actually turns good at the end. It's pretty cool alchemy. While it may be difficult to embrace good fortune, you nonetheless have it. The greater challenge comes with the things in life that you have control over and recognizing how you sabotage your own success. Anybody like that? Having a low self-image and feeling unworthy of good fortune, alter your behavior so that your performance is consistent with your self-image. In other words, you have an image of yourself and mold your thoughts and behavior around this perception. Let's say that you're playing a round of golf and doing really well. After 9 holes, you realize that if you continue at this pace, you're going to play your best game ever. What happens? Suddenly your game begins to turn. Yeah, Deb, that's right. You put the vibe out that you get, that you put out. I totally agree with that. So yeah, totally. I think you're absolutely right on that. Or more accurately, that you feel worthy of. Simply your performance is consistent with your perception of what type of golfer you are. I think this is your point, Deb. By sabotaging your success, you fulfill your personal prophecy and in a warped sense, give yourself a sense of security. The outcome is consistent with your thinking, and all is well. Your life is in balance, and there are no surprises for you today. Oh, that's okay, Paris. Hey, how you doing? It's fine. We had a great session last night. I don't know if you're on the email list, but if you are on the email list, I don't know if you signed up for previous sessions, but you should be. I think I'm sending to those people now. But gosh, I mean, we had a great session last. It was really powerful for every single person that came. It was really something. So if you have the email I sent last night about 9:30 Eastern, then you should have that. You should have that track. But if you don't, let me know and I'll send it to you. This is exactly why when you're in a good mood and you feel on top of the world, you do better than when you're feeling down on yourself. Yes, it was Paris. It was awesome. Oh, yes, Colorado. Absolutely. You are more than welcome to book a free session with me. I just followed you back. I follow anybody that comments on my stuff here. You are more than welcome to go to inspiringhypnosis.com and book a session. I know that I have something tomorrow. I think I have something open tomorrow afternoon, but I definitely have some openings next week if you'd like to just book it for next week. Absolutely. I will tell you, hypnosis can make you a happy person, because what hypnosis does for you is it helps you to stop focusing on the stuff that makes you feel bad, start focusing on the things that make you feel good. I mean, when you focus on things that make you feel good, guess what happens? I know it's a big, giant, mind-blown thing, but you actually start to be happy when you start to focus on things that make you happy. Our brains are often wired to look for bad things. Debbie, absolutely. Is it common to feel emotionally exhausted after what I've endured the last few weeks? Absolutely. In fact, if you weren't, that means you aren't. If you're not exhausted from that stuff, because it's mentally taxing. Remember, emotions, anything in your brain, speaking another language, going through something like this, going through stuff that you went through is not just tough on your body. It's tough on your emotions. Absolutely, your emotions are like a muscle. So it can wear out. It can be tired, just like a muscle can. So yeah, this is a time in which, Debbie, you need to do some self-care. You need to do some self-care. You need to make sure that you're in a good place. If I focus on things that make me feel good, responsibilities get ignored. So Colorado, let me answer that question. What if you focus on the fact that fulfilling your responsibilities makes you feel good? Right? If I just had a client like this last night, he was talking about her son, and I said, well, he doesn't want to do any of his tasks. And I said, one of the things that we talked about was well, what if you attached tasks to a dopamine release, for instance, like checking things off a list gives dopamine. And so we talked about that, and then she texted me today. She said this is last week. She texted me last week, and she said that it's already working. So what if you focus on how fulfilling your responsibilities makes you feel good? Then you'll want to fulfill your responsibilities because they will make you feel good. Now you're in a whole nother loop, aren't you? You're in a whole nother direction in your life because you're doing stuff that's absolutely amazing. You're welcome, Debbie. Of course, you're always welcome to let me know how you're doing. Yeah, so Colorado Jeep guy, I think one of the things you have to understand is that anger and hatred are always covers for something else, typically fear, shame, and guilt. So there's probably some work you need to do here. That allows you to get past some of that stuff. But I will tell you that when you start to shift your whole mindset and focus, those things will start to go away. So there's things that probably need to be healed and things that need to be worked on. Absolutely. So let's go back to the text here. One of the things I wanted, because your personality type, Paris, if you go to 16personalities.com and take your personality test, there's probably some reasons why. Well, yes, Colorado guy, of course you're not aware of it. It's an unconscious problem. Anger always covers up, conscious anger always covers up an unconscious problem. Always. I don't know, anger, if it's chronic, one-time anger here, anger there is one thing, but when it's chronic anger, like what you're describing, so yeah, Paris, you need to reorient your task work toward the dopamine release. You need to reorient your task work so that when you get the task done, even the small tasks, you get a little shot of dopamine and your brain starts to feel better. That's just one thing that I would say. But yeah, Jeep guy, you're welcome to make an appointment with me on inspiringhypnosis.com. It's free. Might as well do it. You want to keep working with me, we figure that out then. But I do everything I can in the first session to get you on your way. So feeling something bad will happen if something good does ironically become your reality. You are justified in this thinking because you are constantly adjusting your behavior to conform to your expectations. Besides the psychological comfort of consistency, this response is maintained to give you a good feeling when nothing good happens and keeps you from pursuing the better things in life. To you, the lack of good fortune means that you don't have to worry about something bad happening to balance it out. Oh, yeah. Hey, Colorado Jeep guy, it is years of therapy. Absolutely. But we're not therapist in the talk therapy sense. If you go to a psychologist, you are going to spend years working this out. Hypnosis is a rapid change formula. It goes into the programming of your brain and it rewires things quickly, rapidly, so that you start. I've seen miracles happen within weeks, within 5 sessions of people, even less. It does take years of normal talk therapy, but hypnosis is not normal talk therapy. Hypnosis is like going into your phone and deleting and installing new apps. It's like going in and changing the settings. It is not. Here's my analogy of how this works. Oh, you don't have to. I can get results for you in 3 or 4 sessions. I'm serious about that. I have about an 85 to 90% success rate with people. There are some people that I'm not successful with because they don't want to change. I mean, that's the only reason I'm not successful with people is because they don't want to change. Now I'm not trying to put that on them, but most people respond very, very well. So how do you get to that's a great question. Maybe I didn't know that was in the upper left-hand corner. You should see a little tiny picture of me. I think if you click on that picture, it will take you to my bio. I'm pretty sure that that's what it will do. So yeah, I think you can click on my little picture where it says inspiring hypnosis, 314 likes. That's what I'm seeing on mine, but I think that will get to that. So, I mean, Debbie, you've had 3 or 4 sessions with me. Maybe that is something that you can let Jeep Guy know that you've done very well. You came to me in one state and had a lot of difficulties, and you left in another state. And I know you're going through stuff right now, but I know that you can tell him that the changes are very, very, very rapid that happen. Okay, is that how you have to do it? All right, Paris, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I didn't know that people were having trouble getting to my bio. I mean, who knew? I mean, there's so much stuff on mine here. I'm gonna go to somebody's live and figure out how to do it so I can tell people how to get to my profile. Well, folks, I have to go. I have an appointment here in about 2 minutes, and Jeep Guy, I would love to see you. Anybody else, I'd love to have an appointment with you. I love meeting people. It's really great. Oh, fine. So Jeep Guy, it's not for you. That's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing and tell me how that all works out. If what you've been doing is working, then keep doing what you're doing. If what you're doing is making you miserable, then you got to do something, whether it's see me or see somebody else. You got to make a change. You got to. And that change, you cannot solve an unconscious problem with a conscious method. So, all right. Yeah. Oh, well, Paris, I'll see you sometime. Let me know send me a message if you didn't get the link from last night. If you're not on my email list, I'll make sure that you get it. All right, everybody. I'll see you later.